From a working mother arrested for letting her 9-year-old play alone in the park near her job to an Ohio dad in trouble with the law after his son played hooky from church. And a first-of-its-kind case in Tennessee where a new mom is facing assault charges after her newborn tested positive for meth.
Are authorities crossing the line, or should these parents be held accountable? Here to break down these cases is Judge Alex Ferrer, host of Judge Alex. Hey, Judge, how you doing this morning?
Good, Peter. How are you?
Good. Let's talk about the first one. A working mom arrested for the 9-year-old playing alone in the park. Mom dropped off the 9-year-old in the park and then arrested. What's that about?
You know, it's unfortunate because, first of all, I would never drop my 9-year-old at the park alone. I don't even like the idea of my 24-year-old being alone. But I have options, as a lot of people do. And this woman is working at McDonald's. Her daughter was hanging out at McDonald's playing on a laptop all day long while she's working, and somebody burglarized their house and stole the laptop. So she took her to a popular park, this park with a splash pad, about 40 kids there, and she let her spend the day playing with other kids while she went to work. Well, about the third day, a parent of one of the other kids asked her which one was her mom, and she said, "My mom's at work." And they called the police, and the police went and arrested the mother. Now, whether you agree or disagree with letting your child play at the park unsupervised, I mean, it's tremendous overreaching here. I mean, if it was a bad park in a bad part of town and you think you shouldn't be doing that, and the police have a justifiable reason to say this is endangering the child, at the most they should have warned the mother and said, look, this is a bad part of town, the kids aren't there all day, not arrest her. Now you criminalize the mother.
So you don't like that arrest?
No, I don't like that at all. Now she's got a criminal record.
Okay. Now, there was a photo of her that we just saw there. What about the second story here, Judge? It's out of Ohio. Jeffrey Williamson, he faces up to 6 months in jail and lost his job after his 8-year-old son skipped church and went to go play instead.
This was ridiculous.
Extreme.
This is absolutely ridiculous because the kids here, every Wednesday and Sunday, they go to church on a church bus that pulls up in front of their house, and all his kids go out together and say, "Dad, we're going to church," and they hop in the bus. Well, on this particular day, they all ran outside, and one of them decided not to hop in the bus, and he went off to play and then ended up at a dollar store. They called the police because the kid was alone at the dollar store. The police came, arrested the father in this case. That is absolutely ridiculous. The father did nothing wrong. You know, this is a matter for discipline for the parents, not for the state to get involved and say what? You should be walking your children out the front door to the bus that's right in front of the house. At most, if you claim the father's negligent, which I don't think he was, then it's negligence. It's not a criminal act, okay? That is huge overreaching, in my opinion, from the police.
Yeah, jail, no
yeah,
doubt.
absolutely.
But where's the line, Judge, between having some common sense and actually turning something into a criminal case?
Well, I wish there was a bright line, and there is no bright line test. It is common sense. You know, but when you start, for some reason, legislators seem to think that they know better than everybody, and that you know, because they were elected, they should be mandating everything we do. Frankly, a lot of times we're just picking the lesser of two evils. So, you know, to let them tell you how to parent and to criminally, that's the part I have trouble with, to criminally charge somebody and give them a record for this kind of behavior. You know, it's not like the mother in the first instance was dropping the kid off at the park so she could go home and get high on heroin and sleep all day. You know, she was trying to make ends meet like so many other people and trying to, you know, keep her daughter entertained and not have her sit there like a prisoner at McDonald's.
Well, Judge Alex Ferrer on the mommy and daddy state gone wild. We'd like to hear what you're thinking at home as well.
That's right. Let us know on email, Twitter, Facebook. We are here standing by. Judge Alex, thanks for being with us.
Good to see you, Judge.
Always a pleasure.
Good to see you. Coming up, police couldn't